Hello. Long time no see, folks. It's been what, like a week? Maybe a little bit more? No, less than a week. Less than a week. Feels like a while. Feels like it's been a long time. Hello, everybody. I've done a couple little changes. I can see Pyro is excited about the changes. We got CQDK here, and we're back. Hello. We're trying out a new schedule. I'm going to be doing... Someone has been lazy with streaming. Talking about me? No, I took Monday off because I really want to stick to 3 days a week, and I really wanted to stream Sunday. Oh, you, Pyro, do you stream? I've never seen you stream. I've never seen you stream before. I'm gonna have to keep an eye out for you. Anyway, hello, we're here. We're starting on Wednesday because on Friday we're gonna be doing a normal stream, and then on Sunday is my birthday, and I really wanted to stream on my birthday, so I think I want to try doing Wednesday, Friday, Sunday. So we'll see. Good, but my extra dad got corona, so can't go to school. What is extra dad? Is extra dad stepdad? Anyway, getting lost in it. Sorry, I just ate a whole bunch of beans. Hello. Hello, I'm a cup of tea. I ate a bunch of beans. I'm feeling a little heavy right now. So, we're here. Hello, hello, hello. I have this set up. Yeah, stepdad. Got it. Let's go ahead and put on some music, and let's just dig in. Let's not beat around the bush too much. I got a little girl here next to me. She's just being such a little lover lately. It got cold finally. Oh, come here. Ah, there she is. There we go. When's the game stream? Sunday. Birthday stream. It's gonna be a good game too. What's up with this crazy reference photo? Yeah, you're gonna love today's sketch. Today's sketch is gonna be pretty cool, hopefully, if I can execute. Are you giving me little kisses? Go on, get on up there. You're allowed. Okay. Is that me after a shower pic? Yeah, this is what Pyro looks like after a shower. His gut bleeds. Pretty hot stuff. All right, let's get into it. Sorry, I'm procrastinating. Oh, she's just gonna lay here on me while I work. This is a dream come true. Okay, so I'm not used to working in black like this. It doesn't look exactly black to you. You'll see little things in the background, but for me, it's just black. I have it chroma keyed out. So let me get back into it and actually feel what I'm doing. Okay, so we're gonna start with a cube. Cube's gonna be the right energy, I think. We gotta get the spacing right on this one. You have been chosen. I have been chosen. Will you give me love? I mean, I am the one who feeds her. I am the one that takes care of her, so fair. Look at those God rays coming out from the window. I'm holy. All right. Anyway, sorry. I feel like I haven't streamed in 40 years. I feel like I don't know what I'm doing. It's been a weird amount of time. It's amazing how quickly you can lose it. Okay, so we got some heists going. Things are back to normal as if nothing. Yes, ma'am. She's flicking me with her little tail. So I guess I should be asking, how is everybody? I've lost all decorum. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. I've completely lost the rhythm of streaming. Simo! Hello, Simo. I know what'll get you back in the groove. I have a feeling I know. Oh, that's not what I thought was gonna happen. Can I wait just a little bit longer? The moment I get up, Scout's gonna get up. And I don't want to lose Scout. So I'm gonna go just a little bit longer without bunny ears. Remind me if I forget. I started a 4-day weekend, so I'm gonna stream Scum and pray I won't be clapped. What? What's up, Seema? Pyro, can you say that in English for us? Tell you what, I'll do all of these. Just like that. And we'll do a little bit of SZ0 to flatten them. And this is gonna be my scene. This is not a bad little start right here. Yeah, I'm just gonna wait. She's just purring and she's being warm and cute and sweet. T, you did it. GTFO is unforgiving game and being clapped. I gotta remove that Christmas list. Is an unforgiving game and being clapped is the easy way of being mushed to death by something. You're the rat. Okay. Hello. I'm not going to do anything this stream. I'm just going to tell you that. I think I'm going to be distracted all stream. You take a week off and I feel like I haven't streamed in 40 years. Guess that's what you get. You know, that's kind of the thing they say when you do content. Not that I think I'm the best content creator or anything like that. Far from it. Don't get me wrong. Everybody who makes content, though, is like, if you take time off, it's like impossible to get back into it. And I totally know what they mean right now.
Doing it and doing it and doing it well. Doing it and doing it and doing it well. Doing it and doing it and doing it well. I represent Taco Bell Dorito Shop.
I don't know why the pop-up showed. It's not supposed to show, so I'm going to remove that. Doing it and doing it and doing it well. Dorito Shell, Taco Bell. This is going to be a weird stream, isn't it? Do I ever not have weird streams? What am I talking about? Every stream's a weird stream. I got a cat purring in my lap right now, just like hanging out. Every stream's a weird stream. We only do weird streams. Alright. We only do weird streams around here. That should be my brand. That's how I'm branding myself from now on, is we only do weird streams. Okay, so I want a vertex bevel like that. Nothing much VR sculpting currently, so slow on responses. Hey, that's no problem. I'm gonna get a few things done, but when I get back, I'm gonna kick your butt in Pokemon. Alright, let's see it. You go get your things done. What's your current sculpts looking like? Okay. Does that look good? I don't know if it looks good. That's the general idea for me. Not what I want. I think I want to do it like this. Also, do I see a double over here? Not sure. Alright, that is my hole. That's actually pretty good looking. It's a good looking hole. Okay, so it might seem a little obvious what I'm working on now. It might not. Up to you, I suppose. Pretty weird getting used to Adobe Medium. Is that what you're doing it in? Adobe Medium. So why... Okay, like, dumb question. Really, really silly, obvious question. No one's gonna think this is a good question. That's fine. Like, what stops somebody from, like, Blender or Maya or whatever making a VR sculpting? Why is Adobe making a separate application for it? Is it just like too gimmicky, or what keeps people from wanting to do it officially like that? Okay, so that is the beginning of our hole. So next up is going to be the camera. The camera is going to be like the most important part of this whole scene. I should really be thinking about it. So let's grab a camera. Let's pop into it, and let's do merge by view, or move by view. There we go. That's going to be my view, probably right there. Yes, ma'am. You want to leave? It's the same factor. Thanks for punching the mic. It's the same factor as in SpongeBob Mr. Krabs Money. What? It's very different. Okay. I get that it's different, but like what stops? Why did Adobe decide to make a VR sculpting tool? Like what use does Adobe have with something like that? Clearly they don't make decisions unless they think they're going to make money off of them. So like what did they think they're going to gain from it? Why Adobe made sculpting tools? Money? I don't know if that's like a money play. Like it's a long-term money play for sure, which is good. I like companies that think long-term. Anybody who mocks companies for wanting to make money is like very unrealistic to me. But companies that can think long-term, I definitely respect a lot more than companies that are just like, what if we ruined our 30-year-old brand to make like a quick buck? It's like, what happened? Companies are made for one thing, profit and nothing else. Yeah, but profit is insanely complicated. That's like saying artists just want to make art. It's like, well, musicians and 3D artists and all these different people, they're not the same at all. I don't totally agree with that. I think, yes, you can reduce it down to that, and you probably should for most companies. But I think it's really more complicated than that. Anybody who thinks that companies are not for making money are definitely delusional. But beyond that, I think it's way more complicated. I probably think Facebook, think like Facebook that VR is the future and they own Substance already. Yes, very fair. Pyro, I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just saying that profit is not a single value. Like, saying that companies want to make money is not the end of that conversation. There's more to it than that. Okay, we can delete those faces. I think that'll actually help us a lot here. Yes, ma'am. What would you like? Did you get stuck up on the desk and now you want my help getting you down? I got the same thing in my company. They say, we are here to care about safety. Nope, you're here to make money. Yeah, I mean, any company that claims to, like, care about their employees is kind of a red flag for me. A company can care about their employees. And I'm sure there are ones out there that do. But, like, telling somebody that you care about them is definitely not the way to prove that. Down she goes. Why is this sideways? Why is it doing this sideways? Okay, you know what? Let's do a little SX0 to round that out. Make sure it's dead middle. That looks close enough for my purposes. All right, you can leave. All right, I'll be right back. Actually, open the door because I'm home alone. I've returned. Eat the cat out. I think it's important for employees to get in on company vision. Like if a company has a cool idea and they really are like trying to get their employees to feel that idea, I think there's something important there. I think that is cool. It's the company's responsibility. And if the employees choose not to participate in that, then it's a failure on the company. I think that needs to be understood pretty fairly. Beyond that, I kind of think, you know, a company should do the best it can to win you over as an employee. Otherwise, what's the point? Like, we can't all just hate our jobs. Like, we can't all just be dreary people who hate work. That's not useful for the world at large. I know it's not, like, the coolest thing. I know that's kind of like a narky thing to say. But, like, ideally, companies should try to get people to care about them. And then we could all move on and be happy and whatever. Is that going to happen? Obviously not. Okay, so that is my little ladder. That looks good. I'm okay with this. I gotta figure out the sizing of everything, because the size is going to be really important as we go. For scenes, you want to be careful of proportion, and proportion is probably one of the things that I'm worse at. That looks not bad. I might make that hole bigger, but that looks not bad. Yeah, the hole needs to be bigger. Beyond that, perfect. Cool. So let's add an array with a Z value of like 5. That's definitely not enough. I never asked, how was everybody's New Year's? How did everyone get along on New Year's? I'll go ahead and I'll just hit the extra mile, why not? Put it all the way up, no problem. I am going to deform a few of these in just a little bit, but we'll get there. Boring? What was boring about it? Alright, we're getting into the meat and potatoes of this thing. This is gonna work, I promise. I have a cool idea for what we're doing, and I think it's coming together. Slowly. So, we're just gonna take our sweet time to make sure everything works. Okay, so let's do you like that. What does a not boring New Year's look like? My New Year's was spent in a really nice voice call, actually, with some buds. Had a 2-day hangover after mine. Love that. Just sitting and listening to adults talk, that doesn't sound like the most fun thing in the world. Okay, I'm gonna say that looks a lot better. It's the same every year. Why is that? Is it like a family tradition to go to somebody's place and just like listen to people talk, or what's up with that? Why is that what you all do? Yeah, I was in a voice call pretty much all of New Year's. I want to say I was playing Death Stranding. I've been really caught up on Death Stranding lately. I've been playing a lot of it. It was very kindly given to me as a gift for Christmas. by a near and dear friend. And I've just been playing a lot of it. I really like that game. I know the game is controversial for people. I know not everybody's into it, but Death Stranding is a really interesting idea. It's such a weird game. Really good example of like why writing can make or break a game. Shout out to, I think it's id Software, people who made Doom, for saying story doesn't matter in games, and then proceeding to make exclusively story-based games after that quote. Shout out to them. Didn't really age well. You know what? New idea. Let's do that. Keep it just like this. Keep it hard. No. Tell you what, we're gonna do this the old-fashioned way. We just stay home and my parents are boring and I'm the only child. We have a guest sometimes, but I usually get permission to go to my room and play video games. How is that different from any other day? I guess is my comment. Because if that's just like any other day, then like who cares, right? That's basically just you don't celebrate New Year's. Which is fine. Maybe even ideal in your scenario. This is gonna work. Cool, that'll work. Just a normal day, the difference is cake. That sounds like a win. I think that's cool. I think you got nothing to worry about there. Okay. Now we got ourselves a little tube. Set the origin to our geometry. Let's bring it down just a little bit so I can simplify some things and get rid of all of this chaos. Okay, so this is going to be our sewage pipe. I'm sure there's going to be many, many pipes in the scene, but we'll do it. This is going to be called sewer. This will be called ladder. And now we're cooking. Now we got something happening. So let's grab you. Let's start with sewage pipe. Get rid of you. Go back to this. Come down here. It's weird to see people laugh at the same video they show on TV every New Year's. What is that? What's the video? I'm going to be selling out my family here just a little bit, but there is a small minority of my family that for Christmas... I feel so bad selling them out, but too bad. You're going to get sold out for this. There's a small minority of my family that every year for Christmas, they watch the Jeff Dunham Christmas special. The guy with the puppets. And it's like, I don't really find that stuff funny. I mean, it's not. It's just whatever to me. It's a guy with puppets. Cool. Good for him. It's also like weirdly offensive in a way that I don't find funny. Which is fine. I'm not saying it's like incorrect humor. It's just not for me. But they watch it every Christmas. There's a part of me that's like, I don't know. Maybe that's the artist in me, but I don't like doing the same thing over and over again. I hate routine. Just, I don't know. And it's a weird thing to make a routine around, right? Because it's like, Christmas is a time for family. Every year we wake up and we have a donut. Okay, well that's cool. It's a bonding activity. That's like a family thing. But like watching TV, I don't think that's a bonding activity. At least not my judgment. I don't think of TV as being like a real sophisticated group activity. I'd rather every year you play like a board game or something. But yeah, that's what my family does every year. It's odd. It's not my family. It's not my immediate family. It's my extended family. But it's every year. It's very odd. Very unusual to me. So sorry to everybody for selling you out. I know I'm a traitor to the family name. Just one of those things. I don't know. You just... Some things weird you out and you really can't explain why. And I guess, like, ritualistically watching a comedy show seems really strange to me. Really out of the ordinary. Okay, should I be subdividing things like this? No, I should not. But I'm going to. Too bad. Who's gonna stop me? You? Not me. It's called 90 Ars Fodelsdag, the 90 years birthday. It's pretty old. I'm assuming it's a birthday for a 90-year-old is the premise. It's like a 90-year-old having a birthday. I'm sure they like pass away by the end of it or whatever. Spoilers for something I've never seen before. Yes. Well, that seemed obvious. That seemed pretty obvious now, didn't it? Well, that's silly. What if we do a little bit of a bevel here? What the heck? Oh, whoops. That's not what I wanted. I wanted to bevel this. They don't pass away. Okay, I got it. I jumped the gun just a little bit on that one. Okay, I don't like that tangent being right there. That's a little too aggressive for me. So I'm just gonna move the camera up a little bit and move the camera back a little bit. Just so we can not have that line right there. Okay, that's gonna be my pipe. Done. Cool. Let's do the deed now. So we're getting pretty close to what I would consider reasonable. We're getting to the point where I'm thinking like, I'm just gonna go for it. Whatever the big plot of this piece is. Should I not have done that? What am I doing? Let's go here. Let's apply scale. Let's try that one more time. Why does that look like that? Why does it dip here? I don't get this part. Okay, we'll leave it straight for now. That stays straight. I'll think about that a little bit later. This will be a chance to maybe play around with some geometry stuff later. I'm going to see it as a good thing for now. Although I don't think it's probably a good thing. Now, let's go ahead and build out the last little bit of this. This is coming together. This is actually going to work. Dare I say this is going to work. I do not want 49. 49 is a very awkward number. 49 might be one of the most awkward numbers in the world. It's about this lady that's having a birthday, but all her friends are dead because she's so old and she only got her butler left, and the butler needs to serve all the dead friends and drink all the alcohol, and the dead friends get, and it ends with him being really drunk. That is morbid. Wow, that's rough. That's a reverse Weekend at Bernie's. That's rough stuff, my man. You know, it's odd that we have such a weird, I'm not a part of this. I'm 100% not a part of this. It's weird how, like, obsessive people are of butlers. Such an old world ideology. Like, the idea that somebody would just wait on you hand and foot and do whatever and, you know, still care about you on an emotional level is pretty weird. I guess, like, the modern day equivalent is personal assistants, which I've seen personal assistants. They don't do all that. It's not really part of their job description. Okay, that looks perfect. Do 4 of them, and we'll go GX. Bring it on over. Hey, what's up, Tablet Genius? Okay, that looks good to me. I might just go a little bit closer to the grain, just so we can remove any doubt that we would intersect there. It's in English, so you can see it yourself. Hey, I probably won't, to be real, but I appreciate the call out. My the amount of movies and just like media in general that I need to consume is out of control. I keep a list because people always make suggestions for me. People are always like, hey, you should watch this, whatever. So I keep a list on my Google Drive. I have just a little like file that I keep everything in. And right now, I think it has like 60 entries in it. About 3 weeks ago, I started a new anime. Nagi no Animo, something like that. It's one where a bunch of people live underwater. These people live underwater. They can breathe underwater. They go to school underwater, etc., etc., etc. And they... You're feeling well, like 50-50? What's the matter? These kids like live underwater. They live in like an underwater whatever sort of city, but their school gets so depopulated because there's so few of them that they end up... What the heck happened? There's so few of them that eventually they have to go to school on the surface. They go to school like up where normal humans are, because there's also normal humans in this world for some reason. So I started that about 3 weeks ago. I'm still working on it. So if that gives you any indication of how quickly I chew through media, I don't. So every time somebody makes a suggestion to me, I'm like, you gotta wait like a month between each suggestion. Otherwise, I'm never, in my life, I will never finish all these suggestions. I cannot, for the life of me, keep up. I can't watch things. I don't like watching things. I mean, I do like watching things. I like media a lot. But, like, I'm not going to finish watching what you want me to watch in a reasonable amount of time. Oh, we got stretches. All right, actually, stretches sound really nice right now. Let me do this part real quick, and then I will switch over to stretches. Okay, so now we're gonna see a little bit. You missed the stretches. I mean, stretches are nice. I've been in a new habit lately where when I go out in the middle of the woods, when I go for my hikes, there's this tree that I really like. I love this tree a lot. Me and this tree have a good relationship. I hate to be the guy that has a relationship with a tree, but I do love this tree. There's this tree that I really, really like out in the middle of the woods. And lately, I've just been like sprawling it across it like a cat. And I've just been like stretching my back out as hard as I can. And it's been lovely. That feels pretty real to me. That feels usable. Maybe it's a little stiff on the setup there. It is not a potato tree. It is I don't know what kind of tree it is. That'd be an interesting thing to look up. It's just a tree. I don't know. Let's go ahead and delete those faces. Boxy. A birch potato tree? Yeah, it's a birch potato tree. My favorite kind of tree, a birch potato. Okay, let's go ahead and throw a single subdivision on there. Throw a double subdivision on there. Why is it not doing anything? Why have I messed this up? Something's weird here. Just negative feelings, I don't know how to use it to feel better. I know you told me on Discord, but for me it's impossible. It's not impossible. It literally cannot be. You're doing just fine, my man. You know what you need? You need to, like, clear weights. You need to, like, take some of the things that are pressuring you and just, like, put them aside. Whatever it ends up being, right? We all get stuck in weird little traditions where we say, I'm gonna build a well in my backyard. I'm gonna learn to run a 5K. I'm gonna blank, and you create this weird pressure for yourself, and then months later you haven't done it and you're like, I'm so upset. But you just have to sit and be like, do I actually want to do this? Do I actually care about doing this? Do I have a passion for this? If the answer is no, then axe it. Get rid of it. Get rid of non-passions. It's a big part of life. All right, we're gonna do some stretches here. As soon as I do that. Oh, that helped a lot. That makes it look so much better. Sweet. Now if I add a subdivision, you do actually see it. Boom. Not bad. Not bad. That looks good. Well done. Oh, bunny ears. Yes, sorry. Bunny ears and stretches. I'm getting up. I'm doing it right now. Okay, we're here. Sorry, I'm a little all over the place today. I'm not used to just talking. Lo and behold, when I am by myself, I don't just sit and talk to myself. So when I get on stream, having to remember to tell stories and be entertaining is very confusing for my brain. It's not my natural state. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, it feels good. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Let's do it. Feels good. All right. So, where are we at now? Thank you, Balksy. I like the shirt. I appreciate it. I tried to paint like a cool shirt. We were doing shirt painting a while ago, and I went for it, and it didn't turn out that good. But I do like the shirt. Okay. Let's give this a shot. What I want to be doing, first and foremost, It didn't turn out good, it turned out perfect. Aren't you very sweet? Aren't you just being so kind? Okay. What am I going to do here? Immediately, my brain wants to start painting, so let's start painting. Let's make concrete. Why do you know why I'm kind? My brain cannot parse that sentence. What do you mean? Okay. There's that. So we gotta make concrete. This is like shell concrete, which I think is not what I'm into, but we can give it a try. Good? Okay. Good to know that everyone's still feeling roughly the same. Good to know that the world is kind of the way it's always been. That being said, Tablet Genius, I hope you are okay. I know you're going through some stuff. All is well. Just, you know, I think a big part of life is confronting discomfort. And I think we're all a little uncomfortable in our day-to-day lives. And I think people that sort of pretend that they're not uncomfortable are pretty unnatural. The ability to make your sculpt life-size and walk around it is kind of wild. Simo, I can't wait to see what your big thing is. Whatever the big thing is. I can't wait to see it one day. I can't wait to see, like, you make the thing. Whatever the thing is. That'll be a day. Do I want to do displacement? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Why do I want to do displacement? I don't know. I'm a crazy person. Also, aren't you supposed to not use displacement for displacement? Aren't you not supposed to do it like this? Let's give it a try. If we're not supposed to do it that way, then good. That's how I work. I'm going to do it that way. We go height. You just got to figure out the thing. Yeah. I know. I'm excited to see it, though. Whatever it may be. This looks like it worked. Looks like it worked really well. Let's go, like, 40. Yeah, it totally worked. Okay, that works great. Let's go ahead and take that one level higher. Let's invert it. You know what? Let's not invert it. Let's just use a color ramp. Color ramp's definitely going to give us the results we want because I can play a little bit more with it. Any graffiti on the walls? There's going to be like technical stuff, but not really graffiti. Nothing that you would expect, you know, graffiti-wise. Okay, so that's not good. I mean, if you want us to add a little bit of graffiti, maybe you could make me some graffiti. Some sort of digital graffiti something or other, and I could try throwing it in, but beyond that, I think I just don't have time for it. I'm gonna be kinda busting today. I'm going kinda quick. Nah, yeah. This kinda was my thought. No, I'm going today. Today is a full tilt. Took a nice little break. I am here today to get some crazy work done. Okay, so let's go like 40 again. Yep, there we go. That's more along the lines of what I want. Speedrun? I don't know about a speedrun, but I'm definitely doing something today. Okay, so we want this kind of stucco whatever look. I'm gonna add another Voronoi. I know this is a bad idea and I shouldn't be doing it like this, but I'm gonna add one more. In this one, I'm gonna add smooth stones. Like really, really smooth stones. In fact, I should reverse these two. Yep, that's about right. And again, you're gonna need a color ramp. Now we're gonna make some really nice smooth stones to come off the wall. Speedrun loving yourself? Oh, I'm done there. Already done. I got a decent amount of appreciation for myself. Not a lot. I'm not crazy about myself, but I think I'm doing all right. Okay, that's not exactly what we wanted. You know, this might also be a Musgrave, now that I'm looking at it. I think Voronoi is maybe asking a little bit too much out of this guy. Okay, so yes, we want that, and then we're going to get very few of them. And they're going to be really... No, I just put another Voronoi. No, I didn't. I put a Musgrave. Okay, good. Hello? Why does it look like that? Is that how we should be doing the whole thing, now that I'm looking at this? And then I could do Voronoi on top of that to make the rocks. Oh, that does look a lot better now, doesn't it? Okay, so go back to 1. And then we're gonna add little flicks of... Yeah. Okay, I see it. I see how we're gonna do this. We're gonna add little flicks of stone on top of this. Right here. This is not 100% what I should be doing, but it is what I'm doing. Oh, that is excellent looking. There it is. We've done it. Cool. Okay, so take that, make it huge. Not exactly what I thought I was going to get, actually. I thought it looked good for a moment, but I don't think it looks good anymore. Scale makes, like, bubbles. What does vector do? Gives us worse bubbles. Okay. I think this might be a Musgrave all the way. I know know I can do this. I know for a fact I can make this work. It's just a matter of nailing it. There it is. Perfect. Cool. Get that super huge. Get that detail up. Bring that dimension down just a little bit. And we want way less of them. So now we take this and we go linear light so that we can have an additional element to it. This is gonna work. There we go. Okay, I can see it working. We just need to really nail that last little bit, which I think is here. That looks like a weird wall for sure. It does feel like concrete. I'll give it that. So now we take this and we scale it down to like a 0.3, so it's really subtle looking. Now we have something really strange. I'm thinking that's perfect. I'm thinking that's as good as I want that to be. We have like the really hard sections right next to the smooth sections. It'd maybe be better if we had a little bit more of like a B-spline in here, but other than that, I think we're done. I might have to move that B-spline up. Let's get there when we get there. Yeah, that looks good. Bring you up just a little bit more so we can really feel some of those bits. Done. Concrete. Done. Do I want to try and crack it? No. Would it be a good idea to try and crack it? Probably. I'm not going to. It's about the most perfect concrete I've ever seen. Cool. It's not this kind of concrete, but it'll do. So let's grab all of you. Let's throw down a color ramp. And honestly, I only really need 2 colors here. Hey, what's up, Beryl? How you doing? I am okay. Maybe a little out of it. But I'm happy to be back. Happy to be working. I've had a good idea for this sketch for a couple of days, and I'm just sort of vibing on it. Kat is sitting on top of my new computer case. It's kind of her new thing. Okay, so we have these little bits, which I think we should remove the green for the most part and darken them just a little bit. Please work. No. Doing okay, failed an exam today. I do get a redo, but it still sucks. I get that. What exam was it? What was the complication on that thing? You know what? That looks fine to me. I think one thing we might add. Linguistics? What does a linguistics exam look like? Excuse me. It's getting a little cold around here. What does a linguistics exam look like? What do you do in a linguistics exam? Hey, what's up, Evil Anna? If we flip these two, doing well, good. How's the writing coming along? That's perfect. That's basically exactly how I wanted that to work. The only thing that I'm going to add is maybe a color dodge to really play with it. Okay, so they're too even, which means I need to take you, I need to make you a color dodge. And now that they're not even, I can play with the color difference. Which isn't exactly working the way I wanted it to. So now let's do a linear light here. Linear light to color dodge sounds fine. I should have done color burn, not color dodge. That's my problem. A burn's gonna be darker tones. Basically a whole bunch of theory and technical terms to digest at this stage. So it's like memorization to some degree. Didn't really get much writing done. My muse seems to be preoccupied as of late. What do you mean your muse? Okay, I'm gonna need a thorough explanation. What do you mean by muse? What is your muse? Is that your girlfriend? Come on. Switch those two back around to color burn. I want a difference of color. That's all I'm looking for. There we go. Now we can take that and we can divide this and make these like wider bits. And then I can switch the color ramp to reverse it, get a little bit of green on those wider bits, and then we're set. Exactly what I wanted. Exactly what I wanted. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Hello, T. Oh, look at somebody using the new emote. First person to use the new emote. Nah, with my muse, my brain giving me sudden bursts of inspiration. Oh, you're your own muse. It's an interesting take. Look at Boxy. Look at Boxy being such a sweetheart in chat. Boxy, you're too good for this world. We don't deserve a Boxy in chat. Okay, that's my concrete. Done. The moldy bits are a little much for me, but so be it. Stonks. I'm happy to be here. Boxy, you're the savior we all wanted. Okay, so we have a division that's now randomized for some reason, which is not what I want. Okay, I mean, that's exactly what I want. But I want it to be way smaller. Like way, way, way smaller. Why won't it do that? I take you and I go subtract. Subtract might give me what I want. I did write down a bunch of homebrew for a skin mimic. Alright, what's a skin mimic? What in tarnation is a skin mimic? Difference is going to give me weird stuff, isn't it? We're just kind of guessing right now. I don't love being the guy who's just guessing, but also this is where we're at. Actually, if we do add, hold on, add source, I can push out from there. We should be adding. We should definitely not be doing whatever else I was doing. Why don't you work? What is going on? What is going on? Okay, there we go. We have lots and lots of mold. Now make the mold huge. Make the mold giant. What are you doing? Please. Now I take this. This is the most complicated node I've ever made. This isn't even the point of the sketch today. This isn't even what I'm trying to accomplish. Oh, I see. I see. I see. I see. I see. I see. We got it. I was being silly. I wasn't thinking. It wasn't even in my brain. I probably could do it just here. It's fine. You want a very clear separation between everything. There we go. And we take that and we just like set that everywhere. Perfect. Cool. Now we have a moldy wall. We have a nice moldy wall all over the place. Goal accomplished. Okay, done. I'm gonna stop right there. Moldy wall, FTW. Did you FTW my moldy wall? A skin mimic is a rather derived form of a mimic that attaches itself to damaged or missing skin on another creature and fuses itself to the creature's circulatory system. Being the host of a skin mimic will increase one's need for food. That sounds like a parasite more than a mimic to me. Because a mimic is pretending to be something. I don't know if I would call that a mimic, personally. Come on. There we go. Are you ready for a battle? Yeah, let's go ahead. Let's do some battling. Okay, so this scene is already unoptimized as can be. There we go. We got some really unoptimized guys right here. We can manage. If I take this, put in a Hue Saturation right there. All right, it is time for some Pokemon Showdown. Let's go ahead and take you and plug you into Saturation. This might actually work really well. This might actually work very well. Let's use you instead. It's a mimic in the same sense that a chicken is a dinosaur. I can get down with that conversation a little bit more. Okay, hello? Let's go ahead and add an invert node right here. I'm going to switch the inversion mode in just a moment. Bada-bida-beep. The factor of the inversion might be affected by this. Am I about to put an invert on an invert? No, I'm not. Definitely don't do that. Definitely don't do that. Sorry, I'm gonna do one thing and then we're gonna play a round of Pokemon Showdown. My brain just really needs to think about what I'm doing here. You're gonna be heading out? All right. You have yourself a good rest of your day, man. Thanks for stopping by. Very appreciated, as always. Okay, so we haven't even begun to get to the part that is going to be the craziest. We're getting close. Huh. This is going to be complicated. This is going to get a little complicated here. There we go. There we go. Perfect. That is the look right there. Let me be right back. Somebody got home. I just had to close the door so I wasn't being annoying. Alright, I believe it is time for some Pokemon Showdown. I believe it is time. I think all of that looks really nice, really clean. So I think we are ready to get going. Let's go ahead and pop it open. Are you ready, T? Are you prepared for our match? This is the opportunity to take your belt back. All right, let's do it. You'll see I'm joined by a little buddy. Those who know, know. Those who don't, don't. You're on mobile, so there's a bit of a delay. That's okay. Now that there's actual stakes, I'm playing my heart out. And that's how I excuse all of my misplays in the past. Alright, let's do this. Go ahead and shoot me a challenge. no sleep. Alright, shoot me a challenge. Let's do this. Let's go. We're of course going to switch back to our old boy Shaman. And also, while I'm here, might as well change the avatar. I had my old favorite avatar and it got switched out when I cleared the cache on my computer. So now that the cache is back, I also lost all my teams, which I'm not proud of. You've messaged me like 15 times? Okay, maybe it's on my end. Maybe it's my fault. Probably is my fault. Oh, wow. I don't speak Russian or Ukrainian or whatever language that is. My apologies. I feel like that might be an automated message, but who knows? Okay. Hey, sorry about that. I wasn't logged in, T, so you can go ahead and go for it. Phantom Ruiner. I like that name, though. It's a very American English sort of name. Phantom. I wonder what Phantom is. Phantom. What does Phantom mean? Oh, it's like it's the part of the gun that shoots. Hey, sorry, I wasn't online. That was my fault. I was in offline mode. Let's do this. All right, this is for all the marbles. That is a strong start. That is a strong start right there. All right, let's do this. I think I'm going to enforce a rule that I'm going to be putting timers on when I match people in the future, especially if I start matching randoms. I know that might be kind of mean, but I think if random people start playing us, I need to be adamant about it. So I might do a timer moving forward. Also, if that seems mean to you, getting used to timer in Showdown is important. If you play Pokemon, you need to use timer. It's cool to like take your time when you're playing with friends and stuff, but it's really not the way the game is played, and you will not be given that grace outside of friendly matches. So, on stream, I might switch to doing a... That is awful. You hate to see it. You hate to see it. You hate to see a missed Leech Seed. Now, it's okay if you do timer, I'll always lose. Well, that's not the correct attitude. Can you tell me the name of the game? Yeah, it's Pokemon Showdown. I'll type it for you. It's online. You can play it whenever you feel like it. It's really nice. It's a very convenient way to play not only the modern Pokemon game, but a lot of the other, like, variants of Pokemon. No worries at all. I'm actually a little scared of what you could do to me right now. I'm a little scared. Yeah, it's free. It's just on the internet. You just you don't download it. You just go to the website, Pokemon Showdown. You can just Google it. It's first result. Lets you make teams. It lets you play randoms. It does all sorts of stuff. It's really nice. I only played Pokemon on Game Boy. I'm gonna warn you, Pokemon is nuts now. They've added a couple of types. There's Mega Evolutions, Z moves. Well, that's not relevant anymore. There's Gigantamax, which Pokemon get big. Oh, thank God. A Goodra's actually a little scary here, but I think I can manage a Goodra. As somebody who ran a Goodra for a long time, I think I know how Goodras work. Goodra was like my OG, like, champion Pokemon. When I played in Gen 6 competitively, Goodra was like my go-to. I would play a Sleep Talk, Dragon Tail, Stealth Rock Goodra, and I would just like cycle people, and people got so upset. Okay, the fact that that Power Whip missed is actually so lucky. I think I probably deserve to be dead, realistically. All right, Celesteela, I will take that on the face. So, let's go for it. This is going to be the one. A Goodra with Draco Meteor. That is a weird build. I thought Goodra was a physical attacker. Goodra might be base. Goodra might be base on both of them, in which case... Oh, you have Sap Siffer for sure. I definitely cannot use a grass move on you. Don't do that. You almost certainly have Sap Sipper. Okay, let's take it. Take it for what it's worth. I will take it for what it's worth. And we'll go ahead and just counter losses. Perfect. This would be a good time to switch back to a Charizard, in which case I can safely switch back to Swampert, which makes me think you probably don't want to switch to your Charizard, but it would be a free turn for you. Yep. It's a shame that the Stealth Rocks didn't hit you. This would be a good time to do a double switch on me if you are going to try and guess my Swampert and you were going to switch out to something that counters my Swampert, knowing that I'm switching to my Swampert. The fact that I'm telling you means that I want to metagame that, but that would be a smart idea if you could judge that that's what I was going to do on your own. So I'm thinking we just go for it. This seems like a freebie. This is the most like hype meta match of Pokemon I've played yet. I'm feeling pretty strong about it, if I'm being perfectly honest. You can't be hit by ground, which is super annoying. What do I have? Torrent? Torrent is kind of huge. Do I care? Yeah, I do. I do care. Quite a bit. This is it. This is a win. Unless you got something crazy in the back of your little setup there. I'm feeling this one. This one feels strong. We got Torrent active. We have as many maximum amount of turns of Torrent that we could possibly handle. I feel strong. I feel strong about this. Is this the most I've cared about Pokemon in like 5 years? Sure is. This is the most like intense match I've played. Now that there's a champion's belt on the line right there. Now that I have a prize to give out, I'm not giving that prize out. Nobody's getting that prize from me. You know what's strange? Okay, this makes no sense. This is just silly. My mouse is the same size on my monitor as it is on OBS. But you're zoomed in on OBS. You're zoomed in like a ton. Isn't that weird? Wonder how OBS knows. Wonder how they do that. This is game. This is game. This is game. This is it. Swampert's such a good Pokemon. I love a Swampert. I do love me a Swampert. I was that guy in Gen 3 who had a Mudkip with an Everstone that was level 100, but Swampert really is a good Pokemon. Okay. I'm gonna shut out. I'm gonna do a shutout on this one. This is the one. Oh! A Dynamaxed Miltank is scary. Realistically. The good thing about Stealth Rock is it negates your first few leftovers, which is nice. Ooh! That's scary. It's actually pretty good. Yeah. You know what? I'm going for it. We're going for it. This is gonna be the one. This has got to be the one. This has got to be how would he play. I'm taking a little bit of a risk. If you have a poison type, I'm screwed. Or if you have a defogger, I'm screwed. But I think you would have used it already on the Stealth Rock, so maybe not. This has got to be the one. This is it. We're here. Zen mode. The goal at this point is to have no deaths. A no-death run would really do it here. Like I said, this is the most I've cared about Pokemon in 5 years. This is the most I've cared about Pokemon since college. This match right here. Okay. This is gonna be something. You having Heal Bell is really annoying. But I think I can out... Oh, you have Toxic too. Okay. Tell you what. You can't double Toxic somebody, just as a thought. Okay. Play it smart. Play it real smart here. We're gonna play it as smart as we can. Ooh, Body Slam is scary. You have Sap Sipper. As a Miltank? That doesn't make any sense to me. Okay, whatever. Also, why are you fast? You're a fast Miltank. Okay, this Miltank's actually gonna be pretty hard to kill. You paralyzed me. No. Wow. I'm not about to be swept by a Miltank. I refuse to lose to a Miltank like this. Okay. Here we go. Think about what you're doing. Just think about what you're doing. You just got to bring it back. You got to kill a Miltank that has Heal Bell and Milk Drink with Sap Sipper. It's a scary Pokemon. It's a scary little thing that you're going up against. You paralyzed me. Of course you did. What is that, like a 10% chance? Okay. We're gonna take like the superest toxic that we can handle. We're gonna do the most maximum toxic that I have available to me. And now we're playing for chance. This is it. This is ropes. This is how you play for ropes. You now have no choice. You cannot use Heal Bell. You have to take the toxic. Oh, I shouldn't have gotten rid of Swampert. That's such a shame. Oh well. It's a win. It's a win regardless. I can't believe you paralyzed two of my guys with a 10% chance. The biggest thing about this is I just want Miltank off the screen right now because I'm so sick of seeing those udders move. It's actually like making me feel so weird. Okay, an Aegislash is a little on the scary side. Aegislash, scary Pokemon, scary boy. Aegislash could kill me. Ooh, you're gonna Swords Dance and Aegislash. Oh, we're fucked. We are screwed. Let's do this. We're playing for keeps here. We are playing for keeps on this one. This could ruin me. Man, you're playing your A game. Shout out to I'm a Cup of Tea for playing like a true A game here. I had you. I had a free win and you pulled it back. This is it. A King Shield isn't going to do it for you. You're going to have to try and outrun me. You're going to have to try and hit me. Oh, you hate to see it. At least you have a Life Orb on you. At least there's a Life Orb there. This is gonna be tough. This is gonna be a hard one. I'm kind of forced to hold some of my guys back, which I don't appreciate. Who's your last Pokemon? You... Oh, Tablet Genius, thank you for the rehydrate there. I get one shot. I get one shot for this. One shot, I'm taking it. This is it. If I don't make this move, I die. I've lost. I've lost the game if this doesn't connect. This is it. This is the game right here. One move. One move for game. Come on. This is one for game. I think there's a good chance of me winning this one, but it comes down to one move right here. Let's see it. Come on, T. It's a 50-50 shot for you. Yes. We can do this. We stand a chance. We stand a chance. Oh, we stand a chance, and you have a fairy, which is super annoying, but you are trapped and cannot switch. Boy, that sucks. This is it. This is a real moment. Man, I wish I wasn't paralyzed. I wish you didn't get 2 paralyzes in a row. That really kind of hampered a lot of my progress. I also don't understand why Miltank has Sap Sipper. That's the weirdest thing for a Miltank to have. What are you doing? Oh no. We're gonna lose this. How have you pulled this back? Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God we live. Oh, thank God we live. Oh, thank God we live. We've done it. Thank the Lord. Oh my God. That took forever. Okay, well that was the longest round I've played in a while. That was really good, T. T, that was an amazing match. That was scary. All right. Thank you everyone who stuck around for that. I know that took a while. Jesus, that was a match and a half. Okay, so we're back to this. Pay attention. Let's get back to it. It was definitely a thriller. I can't believe I won. I'm just gonna put that out there. I don't deserve to have won. I mean, neither of us deserve to have won. It was a total random thing. But it was hard. Okay, let's make some water. So, you want transmission, but you don't want it to be see-through. Which is difficult. Yeah, roughness is going to be high. That's going to work in our favor. You did get really lucky with those paralyzes. I can't believe those, both of them. It was a 10% chance, right? It was a pretty balanced battle. I thought for sure you were done right in the beginning. I was like, oh, I've won. And then it just kept going. I thought for sure I had won. I was like, I won. I beat you. It was 6-3 with a buffed, whatever I had, Swampert. That was nuts. That was a nutso battle. These are the kind of battles you hope for. That's the goal right there. Super low to get 2 in a row. It was 10 or 30. Got it. Okay, so we got a little bit of water here. You pulled it back from being a full sweep? Yeah. You really did it. No problem at all. That was a crazy match. It was really something. All right, so we're making water. Making just some nice, crystally cleany sort of water here. So, what you want to do with a little bit of water is pull it so that it feels like it has weight to it. And we want to get this a little bit on the wet end. So actually, I'm going to grab slot 1. We're going to go back to this. Of course, we're going to come back to this crazy sketch. And I'm going to add a gradient. Back to chores for a little bit. I'll be back. You go do you. Off to render. Let's do clear coat like that. Computer's not loving what I'm doing right now. So we should have a pretty reflective little room here. And I want to throw in a gradient. Where are you? Where are you at? Right there. Break out the back of this gradient. Put in object data. I should really see what I'm doing here, I think. So we'll try that. I think it's having so much trouble because I have a displacement on, and displacement is obviously not the most efficient mode of rendering. But this is supposed to be somewhat of a showpiece, so I don't really care right now. I will care later. I don't care now. Okay, perfect. We are almost exactly where we want to be. I'm going to move it over by X just a little bit. Okay, this is going to be perfect. This is going to work. Let's start by doing ease so it can be a little bit more negotiable. So we'll do like a 0.1 and then step up. Let's do a 0.17. Kind of don't want anything being up here. So I will take it upon myself to remove that gradient. Hello? What is happening? Copy. Paste. Copy, paste. What are you doing? Copy, paste. Thank you. Alright, this is going to get a little nuts for probably something that doesn't matter, but I want to prove my chops. I want to prove that I have the ability to do this, so it is what it is. Oh, actually, you need to be removed. We need to throw on one more color ramp right here. And while I'm doing all this rendering, let's just remove the displacement so we can actually render it in kind of real time. It's not going to serve me any purpose to have a displacement on here anyway. So who cares? Okay, perfect. So we just want to rotate this guy just like that, 90 degrees. Let's pop you on up. I don't know what's going on. Sure, we'll do that. That looks fine. So now I have both of them. And we're going to do subtract. Why does it look like that? Yeah, do it. Just get rid of all of it. I'm okay with that. Just get rid of all of it. Why is there still a black line here? That doesn't make any sense to me. Get rid of it. I don't want it. What is this doing here? Get out of here. We don't want this. Why is it doing this? Why is there a white line here as well? I'm not sure I get what's happening. What is going on? It seems very weird to me. Okay, I'll tell you what. I'll just go ahead and throw a color ramp on here, and we can just remove that grayscale a little bit. Yeah, perfect. Just like that. Weird. I don't know why it was doing that. Perfect. Okay, so that's it. Done. Post. So now we take that and we throw on a mix RGB here, set to factor. We plug ourselves in a white and a black. Back up just a little bit. Thank you. Here we go. So white needs to be a Musgrave. Musgrave might not be the right choice for it, but I'm thinking it's got to be the right choice for it. Oh, that's gonna look good. Here we go. Plug in the black so the black comes up just a little bit more. Hello? Why is it doing this? That looks really strange. Why is it doing that? That's not exactly what I wanted. Sure. I guess that's how we're doing this. I guess that's what it's gonna look like. There's a part of me that thinks it should have been a noise. So I'm going to attempt a noise real quick, but that's not a bad backup just in case. Get rid of you. This is it. We're just gonna feel this one. We're gonna feel it totally. Also, Musgrave's going to color ramps starting at not 0 is like the worst atrocity that Blender has ever committed, and it actually drives me nuts, and I'm very displeased about it. So if we could get that fixed, that'd be great. There we go. That to me feels real. That feels very real. That's it. Done. Cool. So check it out. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to take the color ramp, put it back here. I'm going to take this. I might need to be careful with how I do this. But I'm going to put that back to the amount of clear coat that we have. So now we should have these like pasty little bits where the water is. Oh, it doesn't really show up now, does it? I guess I'll also add it. What a complicated little thing we've made here. I'll also darken just a little bit, just so it's a little bit more obvious, but probably doesn't matter that much. So we'll do Hue Saturation. And I'll just change the value just a little bit here. It's probably gonna be too much, so we're gonna lower the maximum minimum of this. You know, I say that. I don't know if that looks terrible. Let's plug in the displacement. Let's take a look at it. Honestly, it's not the worst thing I've ever seen. Wait. Oh, I see. We've made a mistake. My bad. We have to reverse these because I was thinking about roughness and not about value of color ramp. So we're gonna do this. There we go. And we're set. Done. Now there's just a little bit of a nod that water has come out of here. It's not much. It's not a huge amount. It's just enough to be like, hey, something happened here. And it's got some shininess to it, which is great. Perfect. I don't know about the wall texture yet, but we'll come back to that. Okay, so now the pipe. We're gonna grab the rusty metal again. I will start by applying you and applying you. And now I will scale it. And we will double the rusted metal. .075, give that kind of a very simple touch. And we're going to remove a lot of the contrast on this pipe. So we want contrast to be really low. So do something maybe along those lines and drop it even lower. Too low. And now the differences between this and that can be negotiated. Okay. What else needs to be changed here? Yeah, that's perfect. I think that's not a bad looking pipe. In fact, I'm probably good to set the strength a little higher again. Okay, thinking that's it. How does it affix to the wall? Could require some thinking. But for the time being, that's him. Done. Next. Oh, man, lighting is going to be really important here, I think. Before we do that, let's dig into the next parts. So, I want to grab this. I want to plug in some boys. Not exactly what I wanted to do. Go ahead and push these guys up. No? Sure, 0.8. Will do just fine. So the same thing to you. You're gonna be negative 0.8, and it's gonna swap because Blender's weird. No, it's not. And this actually works out. It'll help solidify that part of the geometry, so not bad. Okay, you and you now get to be a new layer. It's going to be concrete times 2. We're going to call you painted concrete. Okay, so now we have painted concrete, which is the exact same thing as normal concrete, except I don't need any of this stuff because we're not using water on it. So now we should have normal looking concrete. It should just match right up. It does. Perfect. And now I'm going to tear it up with some paint. So we'll do a mix RGB right there. It should be just a lighter version. It is. And now I throw myself in a Musgrave. This is a Musgrave heavy little sketch. Yes, no, maybe so. Welcome back. How is chores going? Good to hear they're going well. What's the worst thing to find in the dark? Why is it doing this? Okay, I don't love the way this looks, if I'm being real. Chores are good. I just swapped laundry and took out the trash. I'm taking a little break. Hey. Nothing like a little break. I'm thinking this is not good. If I throw a... No, it's not gonna work. I think it has to be a noise. I don't want it to be a noise, but I think it has to be a noise. I don't understand why Musgrave is like the worst. It's the best and the worst texture in Blender. It doesn't want to behave itself. Just monsters? I mean, a monster's fine. I think the scariest thing in the dark for me... Boy, I've spent a lot of time in the dark. Having gone on hikes right at sundown and stuff like that, I've seen a lot of freaky stuff. A lot of like really like, ugh. Wish I hadn't seen that kind of stuff. There we go. That's more along the lines of what I was trying to get. There we go. That's really close to what I want. One of the scariest things I've actually seen, like in like hiking and stuff like that, is a puma. Pumas are a cougar, a mountain lion, whatever. I don't know what you want to call them. I don't exactly know what it was. It was a big cat. Those things are not fun to see when you're just out about in the woods. What kind of dark really matters? So for the sake of today's sketch, we're talking like in a sewer, but you can interpret it however you like. Running into an aggressive animal in the dark while hiking is very scary. Yeah, for sure. It is not fun times. Cats are weird. Oh, good. We had a break from him while I wasn't streaming, but guy who rides his motorcycle up and down the block, he's back. The Rat King. Fun thing I think when I'm modeling from some reference is I feel, wow, that's good. I feel like it isn't my work. I mean, nothing bad by modeling by reference, but I feel like it isn't my work when I'm doing this. I mean, I think that's the trick to everybody, right? That's how everybody does it. That's kind of like the thing. Okay, that feels real. Why are you scared of Rat King? Why is Rat King the scariest thing? I feel like Rat King's not that scary. You know what? This is actually missing something. I see it. I see how we want to do this. I haven't even reached, like, the point of the whole sketch today. I have a feeling we're not going to finish at all. But you know what? It's about the friends we made along the way. It's the only sewer monster I really know. Okay, so when we say Rat King, you're referring to the thing, the folklore, where it's a rat with a bunch of tails tied to it? Because that's what I think of when I think of Rat King. We'll do 5. 5 seems right. We want just the tiniest little break here. A rat made of rats? I think the folklore for Rat King is it is a bunch of dead rats tied together at their tails just to make a ball. And it has like psychic powers or something like that. And I think the like OG Rat King is supposed to be stored in like a clock tower in England or something like that. I want to say he's just there still. Although I think you would dispose of that if you really were trying. All right, this is feeling strong. One more. So all I gotta do is normals. Look at that. Look how beautiful that looks. Okay, I think that looks all right for my purposes. So, things are not as they should be. That looks okay. That looks not terrible. The one I know about trades secrets and is one big rat made of a bunch of rats. He will tell you someone's secret if you tell him your secret, but if you lie, he kills you. Whoa. I've not heard of this one. I've not heard of this version of the Rat King. There's a Pokemon called Wishy Washy, which is a bunch of fish that swim together to form a giant fish, and it's sounding a lot like Rat King right now. Which I like. I'm a fan. Okay, that looks all right to me. I'm gonna get rid of this. And now let's actually do the thing that we were supposed to be doing today. Let's do the actual thing. Oh no. Okay. So, what's really in the sewer is what you're asking. And the answer to that is just your worst nightmare. Okay, we're gonna say this is the sewer monster. Plug that into there, remove those two, and let's make a monster. Now, I'm inclined to say that I want to try and do the hands first, but we're gonna make the head first, because the head is actually kind of like brutalist looking. And I think I can make the head look nuts. So let's just think real quick before we get too out of control here. What are we doing? We're gonna make a gum line. We're gonna make a head and a gum line. Simple. So, give us a cube. We're going to make it big. We're going to make it long. Maybe not that long. Actually, let's make it really long. Yes, that's fine. Let's make it even bigger. The head is almost exactly divided in the middle, and it's a little bit longer on the X, like a crocodile. That is too much. Here we go. Okay, so that is where the lips are gonna be. Alright, we're gonna have to play with the mouth quite a bit to get it to look the way we want, but we'll get there when we get there. So let's start by extruding these edges. We should probably apply scale first, actually, is going to be my first course of action, and then we're going to come back and we're going to do that. Okay, you first. GZ, SZ. Just like that. SC, make you big. Perfect. This whole thing gets to have a nice crease. I think if I was like out in the wild somewhere and I saw some like mythical creature just doing its thing, I think my first reaction would be like, this is cool. I think I'd be okay with it. I think I'd be like, yeah, let's do this. Whatever you want, man. I think I'm not bothered by it. Yeah, I guess is what I'm saying. Is it even? No, it's not even. I mean, it's like, okay, if something is supernatural and it wants to kill me, what chance do I have, right? Like, what am I gonna do to this thing that is scary and insane looking? Best case scenario is just to be like, hello, how are you? I'd be nervous, but I think I would probably just to quietly watch and see what happens. Oh, yeah, I mean, that's probably your first reaction, right? Is to, like, not make a sound. But once you realize, like, this thing's gonna do something regardless, I think I'm introducing myself. Kizen, what's up? I'm gonna say that is not the worst thing I've ever seen. If I take that and I push you in, not much. I heard you make a sound and introduce yourself. Yeah. All right, introduce yourself, Kizen. Tell us what we need to know about you. Tell us all your secrets. If you could choose which mythical creature you ran into, which would it be? Like what mythical creatures are we including in this conversation? I don't know if I have the most appropriate answer to this question. The more I'm thinking about it, the more I'm like, I don't think I'm the person that should be answering this. I'm a less good chess player than T? Wow. T's getting buffed up today. I mean, if it were up to me, I mean, it'd be kind of dope to meet a succubus. I think a succubus would be interesting, because I'd be like, I just want to talk to you. Like, I want to figure out what's going on in there. Succubus seems so scary. What a scary monster. I just be like, what is going on in there? How many people have you killed? I might want to run into a kitsune or fairy, but most mythical creatures are at least moderately scary. We have only played one time. I would be into meeting a hot demon daddy. An incubus is what you mean? I'm immune to succubi? You don't know that. You don't know that at all. Okay, there we go. Now we should be able to move this correctly. What? Why are they not connected? Not sure I understand why that's the case. Merge by distance. Let's go up one. So maybe I could meet one for you and ask questions. No, I am totes immune. I don't think that matters. I'm pretty sure succubi can, like, I mean, we're talking about mythical creatures here. I don't know what's real. But I'm pretty sure succubi can, like, channel desire, not necessarily just sexuality. So a succubi would probably be like, you really want a Big Mac right now, or like, don't you want to get a promotion at your job, or like whatever a succubi would say to get you. I wonder if they would have mental gymnastics of, if I don't kill him, he just jumped into my proverbial mouth. You know, like a drug dealer or a Sackler family. Hey, Kizzen, I'm gonna go out of my way and say I don't understand a word of what you just said. Nothing you just said made any sense to me. What is the Sackler family? I don't understand how there's nothing inside of his mouth. I just really like the idea of an incubus and an asexual being BFFs. I think succubi might be asexual. Just gonna put that out there. I think a succubus might just like be over it at a certain point. Just like, whatever, man. I'm just here for your blood. Who cares? Get out. Okay. So we've made like a cream tart of a character. What a strange thing I've made. Okay, so what we want to do is cut this guy in half. Just a nice, quick cut right down the middle. I will say, I'm getting better with monsters. I'm feeling stronger about monsters lately. That seems odd. What seems odd? Oh, a succubus being asexual seems odd. I don't know. Like, if your life depended on it, I think you would kind of resent it a little bit. And I think you'd just develop like a whatever kind of attitude. Okay, that looks okay to me. Yeah, they feed off of it, but that doesn't... They don't choose that. They're born into it, as far as I'm aware. It's not like they're like, yeah, you know what I feel like being today? I feel like being a succubus. Like a mailman, right? Like, there's a certain point where you deliver so much mail that you're like, I wish I never had to deliver mail again. But it's also your food source. I think you'd be mad about it. I think you'd be over it. Depends. Humans depend on food, but we still enjoy it for the most part. There are disorders and stuff, but most people enjoy food. That's fair. But we have a variety of food that we can choose from, so I guess it depends what is the variety of sexuality, which I have no clue. That's not exactly how I look at those kinds of things. So I don't know. I think it would be a very fun story to have a succubus that is incredulous about what they're doing and like not pleased about the life that they have to live. I think that has range. I'm sure there's an anime that's already about it. I'm sure there is one. While we're talking about sexuality and stuff, I gotta give a shout out to Love Ru. To Love Ru is an anime that has existed for a long time, and it started off as a normal anime where they sort of teased like sexual stuff for a long time, just like every other anime that's ever existed, right? Like, it's just the most like cut and dry formula. They just would tease stuff, normal, and their ratings I think were doing bad or something. It's like, you know what, let's just make a hentai. And so they just made a hentai, like an official one. It's the best thing ever. It's like the coolest, just like, yeah, why not? This is what everybody wants anyway. It's the best. Such a cool play. Such a cool play from a creator just to be like, yeah, whatever, screw it. Let's go for it. Okay, so that is the beginning of a boy. He needs to have a prominent chin. Alright, I'm feeling relatively strong about this. That feels somewhat real to me. The back of it doesn't matter at all. We're never going to see the back of it. In fact, I might just take the back of it and just crush it. Just like that. Just get rid of all of this. Why did it keep that tendon there? I don't get that. Okay, that to me is correct. Let's go ahead and grab all of this, and let's do an SZ0, not what I wanted. An SY0, so they're all flat at the back, and that way it'll be a little bit easier to work with our scale. And now we throw that back on, and we have the beginning of something. Okay, now we go for it. Dare I attempt this? Oh, wait, before we do that. Let me go ahead and hit this up, and we'll go cut. I don't love the way this looks, if I'm being real. Oh, I really don't like the way this looks. Oh well, we're gonna have to accept it for what it is for the time being. We're gonna have to just accept it fully. What are you trying to make today? A coffin? This is going to be a monster. We're making a monster of sorts. It's a weird monster, but it'll be a monster. And I have a distinct look for it. I'm going a little weird to start with, but I think it'll work. I can't see anything. I can't see what I'm doing at all. Bum bum ba dee dee dum bum ba dee bee bum bum ba dee bee dum. Can we get out of here? Jeez, this is nuts. This guy's face does not want to comply. Okay, that'll do. Oh man, this is a wreck. This is not going well. Why are these guys not connected? Mesh normals, calculate outside. I don't understand anything. I would like to read a story with someone interviewing the succubus they just got. Yeah, none of this where it's a true priest just being blamed. Whoa, my brain cannot understand the words that you're saying. Give me one moment. You know what it is? I'm getting a little antsy. I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick. I'm getting that like little boy tantrum because I have to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. The baby rage is over. Hello, I'm better. I would like to read a story with someone interviewing the succubus and they just got yeah. I don't understand they just got yeah. None of the stuff is true priests are just blaming us for their dreams. Why would I even do that to those grody people that didn't even wash but once a month? I live off of chocolate and was behind Valentine's Day though. What? Kizen? You got some explaining to do. What did you just write? Oh, I see. Kizen, can you explain what you just wrote for us? That's not the only part of it that's confusing. Why did it get so messed up? What just happened? What is all this? Why is it crazy? I extruded from a single mesh. What is going on? What in the Sam Hill is going on? Alright, get rid of you. Goodbye. I'm gonna put on another mirror. But I can work without a mirror for a little bit. I actually feel pretty comfortable doing this little process right here. Oh. The belief in succubus incubus is commonly believed to be an explanation for erotic dreams and or sleep paralysis. Okay. How to change viewport like yours. What do you mean change viewport like mine? Like the theme? The way my theme and everything looks? Because I did all of that manually. That took a bit of time. Okay. Thinking we're here. I could probably post my theme in Discord, honestly. Probably wouldn't be the worst thing in the world for me to do. It's a little niche, though. I use a pretty weird setup. My setup is definitely not like the standard. I think a lot of people would look down on the way that I have my like Blender window set up, which is fine. I'm not trying to impress anybody. What do I care? Good for them if they want to be upset about it. What is this? What is this? What is this madness? What am I looking at? What is all this crazy stuff? Wait, what? What is all of this? Where did this come from? So I can just imagine someone doing an interview and they got blamed for it and just being incredulous about it because since the Middle Ages, when it was a common thing, we're not known for good hygiene. Oh, you're saying the succubus wouldn't want to sleep with them. I understand. This is the moment where he loses his mind. Tell you what, screw it. I'm restarting. Screw it. I'm over it. I'm over it. I'm over it. I'm over it. I don't know why it did that. I'm so upset that it ruined everything. Why did it do that? Yeah, I'm just gonna do it over again. I'm just gonna redo it. Boy, that is annoying. Okay. New thought. Relax. Just relax. I don't know why it did that. I was being very careful. I must have misclicked something. There's no way it's like... I'm the only one that can be blamed, obviously. So something weird happened. I don't know what. We're just gonna relax. We're just gonna accept it. We're gonna move on. I mean, I have default gray viewport. How do I change it like yours? Up in edit, which you can't see me click. In preferences, there's themes, and you can change the theme. But it's a lot, if I'm being real with you. There's a lot to it. It's very annoying. It goes and goes and goes and goes forever. I can't be that upset. We're playing Tiki, the Tiki song from Ape Escape 1. How can you be upset? Babe, how are you upset right now? You didn't even finish your Tiki Part 1. Okay, we got a mouth. We got a not bad looking mouth. And I am going to bring it back like this. Let's do a double. It just did it again. Why? Why is it doing that? I clicked some button. I've clicked something somewhere that it did not like. Cool. That feels real. That feels fine. I was supposed to apply the bevel before I did all of this, but it ain't that big of a deal. We'll do that. We'll add a little bit of a solidify so that I actually have some substance to work with when I eventually switch out. Hey, no worries at all. I like stories where you learn the real story behind the monsters, like I enjoyed Maleficent a lot. I agree with that. I think it's cool when you get a dose of realism instead of just like, they're an evil dragon. I think it's very rare to have a monster just be like quote unquote bad and be interesting. It can work, right? Like the dragons from Tolkien, it's fine. They want to hoard gold. Cool. I'm in on it. Okay, how much is this going to kill my computer? A lot, apparently? Oh, it's not that bad. Okay, let's remesh to like 8. 8 will be fine. Mostly they just want to be left alone in their home. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, they want to steal everybody's wealth, I think is the bigger part of that conversation, but for the most part, I'm with you. No, they're the thieves themselves. Dragons want gold. I can't totally agree with you on that one. Dragons do enjoy a good bit of thieving. The whole point of a dragon, I mean, dragons have lots of mythology associated with them, so to say the point of a dragon is maybe not the most appropriate way to address it. But dragons in at least Tolkien common fantasy, the whole point of a dragon is that they steal gold and gems and stuff, and they burn them onto their hides to make armor. Because they're preparing for whatever, right? Whatever sort of attack against them. So they're not the coolest things in the world. They definitely kind of suck. Okay, I can live with this. This is going to be one of these sketches that like comes together at the last minute, and that's just what I'm telling myself so that I can go to sleep tonight. But I have a feeling this is just going to come together at the last minute. I think the deal with dragons is that to humans they feel evil because the goal of a dragon usually steps on humans, but the dragon is just doing what it was born to do, and humans' empathy doesn't really apply to it. Yeah, totally. Dragons are the ultimate like wild animal. So, fun fact, dragons are actually the ultimate wild animal. I've told the story a million times. I'm sure I've told it on stream before. If I haven't, cool, this is my first. Dragons independently developed in, like, a bunch of different societies that had no communication with one another in the early ages. So we have records of dragons in China. We have records of dragons in the Americas. We have records of dragons in Africa and in Europe. We have like records of dragons in all these different places. And for a long time, people were like, okay, how did the idea get communicated? Like, how did they bring dragons across the world when we didn't have trade or anything like that? And the reality of the situation, I mean, it's a theory or a theorem, whatever you want to call it. But the most likely reality is people developed dragons independently of one another. And the reason they did that is dragons are how you explain all of the most dangerous things to humans. So it's kind of like the boogeyman. So dragons are venomous, sharp, flying, fire, large, strong, and smart. It's like everything that could kill a human in one beast. And so humans naturally just developed like a mythology for dragons in all sorts of different places in the world to explain all their least favorite things in one creature. So dragons are the OG boogeyman, which I think is just like the coolest thing ever. I'm such a big fan of that. As a real dragon lover myself, so the fact that Tolkien like picked up on that and sort of included that in his writing is, I mean, sort of. I say sort of. He definitely included that in his writing. It's cool. It's good on him. Dragons are pretty dope, for sure. We like dragons. Dragons are silly and make no sense from any reasonable viewpoint. In the same way that swords are kind of illogical. Swords are cool, and they were used historically. Obviously, they were used historically. But the hyper, like, whatever you want to call it, that we have with swords is very incorrect historically. Swords were not the end-all be-all weapon back in the day. They were used for very specific purposes, and they were usually backup weapons. People that used real weapons, quote-unquote, used spears almost unequivocally, and maces. Swords were not like battlefield weapons in the way that people like to pretend in D&D and all that sort of stuff. So I think swords and dragons have a lot of overlap with one another. What is your favorite dragon that you love? Favorite dragon that I love. I also have a stuffed dragon that I got from my mother from Wales, but I don't think that's the nature of your question. I kind of go crazy for drakes. I like drakes, the ones that have 4 legs like a horse, but then they also have wings. I think that has merit to it. I think that looks cool. I like a drake. I think wyverns are probably my least favorite dragon. Just the idea that they don't have like usable arms and legs is a little beyond me. It's cool from like a wild animal standpoint. It's not super cool from like a this thing could hurt you standpoint. So I don't care for wyverns. Wyverns are not the best dragons. I think drakes are really cool. I think large scheming dragons are cool. The ones that have the big old hands and they're always like touching things and counting their gold. I think those are really interesting. I could have been specific one type or dragon or color or whatever, but God knows. Good to know drakes are your favorite. Yeah, drakes are cool. I like fur dragons. Fur dragons are cool. They're usually like seen as being very smart, very close to humans. They usually hoard like more altruistic things, like they take care of forests and see that as like their hoard. Yeah, fur dragons. The closest one I can think of is Latios and Latias. They're like the traditional fur dragons. Latios and Latias are representations of fur dragons. I like them a lot. Big fan of those bad boys. Okay, so we're gonna get into some like body stuff now. So let's make some crazy bodies. Never heard of those two? Latios and Latias, they're dragon psychic type Pokemon. And they are, they're like known as like the speed Pokemon. They fly very quickly. Okay, you're only ever gonna see one side of this guy, so I'm just mirroring it. Just to keep it simple. Yes, the one that looks like a fighter jet. Exactly. You got it. You know Latios and Latias. Yes, ma'am. Okay, so that is the beginning of him, and we're gonna keep a good amount of veins coming out here. Okay, so we have this bad boy. So now we're going to buff out just a little bit. Just so it looks a little less delinquent. That might be a bit too much buffing. I kind of want to really chisel that chin out, so I'm going to try that real quick. Okay, that will do. Do I want like a little beaky thing here? Yeah, I think I do. Yes, I do. Why not? It's only going to be scarier to have a little something like that. No, you know what? It doesn't fit. Yeah, we got to keep this tight. Keep this guy as tight as we can handle him. You want to keep this guy really tight in here. Okay, so have I made anything usable at all? I don't know. I don't know if I like this guy. The reality of the situation is what we're making requires a bit of tinkering back and forth, and I'm not devoting entirely to things yet. So it's kind of my fault for not sticking to a design language. So if we do something like that, you don't have to always like something. It's hard to do things that you're not familiar with, for sure. But the perfectionist in me is like, I'm here, might as well try and fix it. Always growing, always pushing that boundary as far as it'll go. I have resisted for a long time specializing in 3D. And I'm happy that I've resisted so much. I'm very glad that I am not easy to nail down. But it definitely has its side effects. It's definitely not the way that I would recommend other people get into 3D modeling. But I think it has taught me a lot to be kind of weird and get outside my comfort zone as often as I can. Man, you gotta give props to people who make art like this. This is one of the craziest pieces of art I've ever seen. Okay, so I think we need to settle into the next little bit here. I think I need to make some hard decisions and then dig in. Okay, so we got some crazy weird stuff up top here. Let's go ahead and pull this for what it's worth. I think when it comes to 3D modeling, the more I realize about people is there's definitely talent. There's people that are infinitely more talented than me. Don't let me dare ever say anything other than that. I will never be the best 3D model in the world because that's not my goal. But if there was some theoretical world where I was the best 3D model in the world, I would hope nobody ever told me. I would hope that I was not aware of it. But that being said, I think like I'm learning that a lot of people use very specific practices to do what they do. And 3D modeling for a lot of people, not going to say everybody, but for a lot of people ends up being like practicing a routine rather than like full-on problem-solving every single sketch, which is good. If you're working, in the industry or getting paid to do something specific, you shouldn't have to reinvent the wheel every single time you go to work on a project. And those people are smart to think that way. But it's definitely not how I'm currently working. Okay, that feels alive. You can be the best specialist or the best generalist. I don't want either. Realistically, I don't want either of those things. I want to be... If I had to be the best at something... I'm muted? Hello? Did I mute? Because I didn't mute. Did you mute? Because otherwise I gotta start worrying about my mic. You think my sound is just delayed? Okay. That's annoying. If I want to be the best at anything, I probably want to be considered like one of the most creative people in the world, not necessarily technically proficient at anything. I'd rather be known for like being a storyteller than like being the best at a program or something like that. Okay, that is kind of brutalist. You see my mouth moving, then you hear sound? That's weird. I haven't dropped any frames. I think I'm good on my end. I feel like you could do the next Psychonauts. Thank you. That's an honor. I would love to do the next Psychonauts. I doubt that's going to happen. If I add a curve, hear me out. If I add a curve here, can we put mirror on it? We can. Okay, this is it. This is how we're doing this. I have a really clear idea of what kind of stuff I want to make. I'm getting close to the point. Okay, so this is gonna get a little. This is gonna get a little real for a moment. I'm getting pretty close to the point that I feel I can make exactly what I want to make. I'm not as fast as I want to be, and I'm not as knowledgeable as I want to be, but I think I'm getting to the point where I'm like, I can do it. I can make stuff, quote unquote. And I have a pretty clear idea of what I want to make as well. I think I know what I want to make. But my life is about to be turned kind of upside down. I got some really important stuff coming up that I have to pay attention to. I've been thinking a lot about it with streaming and stuff, and I don't know how streaming and all of that's going to plug into it yet. But we'll get there when we get there. That's not the current worry. And so my ability just to freely create whatever I want is not going to be accessible for a little bit. So I'm kind of in a period of time right now where I'm making as much as I can before I have to probably stop making stuff for a little bit. So that's kind of where I'm at. Maybe it will be the next one after the next one. I have faith in you making a weird, fun game that ends up as a cult classic that is also art. Oh, definitely. You should see my folders, my writing folders. I know for certain that I am going to make something interesting. Whether people appreciate it or not is totally up to them, but I know I'm going to make something great by my standards. I refuse to live my life without making good things. Even if I'm the only one that thinks it's good, I'm going for it. That's just the artist vision, I guess. Bop, 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 bop. Bitty bitty bee. Ba ba da ba da ba. Bee dee 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 dee. Ba da ba da ba da ba. Is this going to work? I have no clue. Red is the best rope manipulator in Blender. That definitely is not true. There are people infinitely better at this. Simo is probably one of them. I think Simo's pretty good with curves in Blender. I would put my money on Simo between the two of us. You haven't seen anybody else tie a knot. You know what? I did tie a realistic knot in Blender. I'm gonna give myself that one. That's my point. That's fair. I will take that. I have tied a real knot in Blender. Kizen, you weren't here when we were talking about it. How was your New Year's? How'd New Year's go for you? Ba-da-ba-da-bee. That feels okay to me. That feels usable to me. I still don't really know if this is gonna look good or not, but we'll let time be the judge of that one. Pretty good. I stayed up till midnight playing video games with family, slept in, then was lazy all day. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. I was working on something for stream that I have yet to debut, but I was working on stream during New Year's, is what I was doing. Deriving a little bit of pleasure from working on something strange, as per the norm. Okay, we are basically here. Look at that. Cool. Take that for what it's worth. We're gonna grab this. Actually, he is not good looking. Why are you not good looking? Okay, sure. That's it. Let's go ahead and mirror X across the cube. How was your New Year's? It was just chill. I was in a call with T and some of the crew. We talked about doing a little co-stream in the future. We talked about what everyone's doing with their life and all that jazz. Not really. We didn't really talk about life stuff. But it was just chill. It's just a little chill hangout. T is a streamer. T is not a streamer. But T is... Yeah, T's always a special guest. I've streamed with T before. We did a Stardew stream not too long ago that T was in on. There we go. Thank you for the hydrate. All right, 3 hours in, and we're looking at something. This is going to be complicated. Unfortunate, I only make like 1/5 of your streams. That is perfectly okay. I don't think anybody's complaining about that. Certainly not me. No mesh data to merge. Okay, we're gonna copy you. We're gonna do mouth backup. I'm gonna see if this works. I don't know if this is gonna work. Something tells me I've just given myself way too much work. Wait, what? I see. There was 2 cubes. That's what it was. Okay, so now I gotta add teeth to it, and we gotta reduce down some of these gum lines. So if I come back into sculpt here and we remove... This isn't gonna work. This is gonna end in tears. This is gonna end so poorly for me. Actually, it works pretty well. Okay, I can live with this. Let's do this. It's a little cramped in here. It's a little hard to see, but I think we're gonna make this work. Dare I say it? All right. Come on, behave yourself. I'm using the wrong tool. This is not the tool I thought I was using. I thought I was using blurred down, or bulge down. Oh well. You're doing your job just fine, babe. If we're gonna do this, might as well just do some cuts. Whoa, careful. Welcome back, T. T, we were talking about you. What is going on? Wait. Oh, I see. I see the problems that we can all see. I see the problem. We're all here. We all see it. We all saw the same thing. Okay. X. Dynatopo. Constant. Correct. My gosh. What did you say about me? We were talking about how you're a special guest on streams sometimes, like the Stardew stream. Talking about maybe doing a stream sometime when we were talking about New Year's. New Year's is over, you goof? No, we were talking about it on New Year's. You goof. Leave it to Joe to only criticize me after a 3-hour stream. That's Joe 101 for you. Hey, another successful heist. Someone's luck has turned around. It's like a year ago. Don't bring up the past. You know, there's a new Joe. This is 2022 Joe. Which that's the first time I've said 2022 and I feel really weird about it. Bum, bum, bum. I'm gonna say that is not bad. Hello, everyone. Joe has me dying over here. What's Joe doing over there? You want a call together? You want a call without me? I've just made a mass production Evangelion. Is all I've done. And I'm a fan. They're some of my favorite characters. Some of my favorite character designs, I should say, in fiction. As the resident massive Evangelion fan, having a little Ava is a perfectly fine thing to do on an afternoon. I have him dying. What more you need to know? Fair. Nah, you can kill Boxy. That's okay. I'm in favor of it. I support the ritualistic sacrifice of our friends. Why did it do it like this? That doesn't make any sense to me. Okay, dare I say that is not bad looking. That is actually horrifying. Did you watch the new movies? I did. I did watch the new ones. Verdict on them? They're fine. They're not great. I don't love them. If you had to ask me what the best... Okay, so what I would have told you a long time ago is that Evangelion 2, the movies, not the original series, Evangelion 2 is the best of all, period. The second movie, you cannot redo or whatever it's called, is the best, period, hands down. It's really, really good. It's really interesting and really strange. And then 3 is cool. I'm a fan of 3. Until I realized it's just the exact same movie as the second one. Like, it's just the same movie again, which is odd. Also, what the heck is going on here? So the fact that the 4th movie is out, finally, and that it's different is cool, but the ending is a tragedy. Like, it's just the worst ending I've ever seen of something. And a lot of the movies, like, for what? Like, not spoilers, most of the movie is just them, like, living life. Like a normal, not a normal life, but like a rural life. And it's cool, but then it has nothing to do with the end of the movie. And it's like, I'm okay with them living a rural life. I almost would have been cool if that was like the route they took the series. They're like, here's how they adjust to living in this new world, period. That'd been kind of cool. But instead, it just kind of like, okay, time to finish the story after meandering around for the first half of the movie. Like, the part where they go into Act 3 in the 4th movie could have happened at any point. They could have just been like, time for Act 3, period. Okay. Could have happened at the very beginning of the movie. That feels correct. Let's get rid of this butt chin. I've been looking at this butt for a while and I don't like it. And I am actually going to put nostrils on it. I kind of resisted putting nostrils on this guy for a while, but I'm going to put nostrils on him. Do, 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 do. There we go. That'll do. Okay. Nostril time. Right there. Do, 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 do. What is going on with this guy? Something messed up happened to this guy. Let me recalculate my normals. I think that's going to be the requirement for this to be fixed. Let's see, normals, recalculate outside. Thank you. now I should be able to just come here and just make things? No. What is going on? Something got really screwed up here, and I don't know when it happened or why it happened. But you know what? This is going to be fine by itself. I'll go ahead and reduce a couple of these little guys. And I'll say that's maybe as good as I want him to be anyway. So let's put a shade smooth on him, and let's give him some teeth. Oh, no. Why did this not merge correctly? The bottom lip merged correctly. Why didn't you merge correctly? Give him some soft teeth. I'm gonna give him some soft teeth. Okay, now there's a little structure in the center. No, there's not. Okay. Odd. Odd that it looks like this. Something is going on outside my window, and I don't know what it is. Somebody's having a party or something. Connected only, and we come down. Now, fun fact, I went really far to my way to clean the house and get rid of all the flies in the house, and I succeeded. We stopped having flies. And I just watched one right in front of me. I just watched one again after all the work I did. So I gotta go figure out where he came from. Okay, let's make some teeth. So let's start with these pointy boys, because I want a few canines. Okay, so they're allowed to be kind of mangled. I think mangled is fine. Okay, and now we're going to do a little rotate on the X and increase that. Sure, you'll be just fine. That is an A-OK tooth for me. We're gonna get really weird with this. Everything is going to be kind of nutty. What is the best combination of a bread item and a cheese item? Example, cheese crackers, cheese sandwich, quesadilla, and so on. If you asked me a couple years ago, I would have said grilled cheese flat. Grilled cheese, no need to debate any further. I think I've reached a point in my life where goat cheese and crackers is so nice. I think I really like goat cheese with crackers. I used to have that for lunch when I worked a delivery job. I would just like go get some goat cheese and crackers and just have them like all the time for lunch. Okay, there's tooth number 1. Actually looks really good. I actually kind of love him. Yeah, grown-up Lunchables, but I like the spreadable cheese. I don't like placing a slice of cheese on there. I like a spreadable cheese. Okay, I kind of wish I had the know-how to make like a tooth generator real quick, but I don't. So instead, we're just going to do some placements. Okay, cool. Let's go ahead and add some little filthy boys. Soft cheese is really where it's at, honestly. Soft cheese kind of fucks. Should I subdivide it one more time? I probably should, right? Yeah. Sure. I can always remove it later if I feel weird about it. The efficiency of this sketch is going to be really bad, but that's okay. I can live with it. I should probably make a little collection called Teeth, just in case I have to do some weird stuff with this later. And this whole guy can be called Monster. And having gaps in the teeth is honestly kind of a good thing. We're basically making like a weird Shrek. So let's not get too caught up. And the coloring for this guy, I think, is going to have to be kind of simple. I think I don't want to get too caught up in coloring this guy like nutso stuff. I think I'm a sucker for a quesadilla with pepper jack cheese, but only wins when it's a homemade tortilla. Homemade tortillas are god tier. I do like a good homemade tortilla, if I'm being real. But I think I'm not like the major audience for a tortilla. Tortillas are fine. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna say I'm a bread person more than a tortilla person. Call me a white guy, but it is how I feel. Top tier bread. Ooh, top tier bread. Top tier bread is either a sourdough, like a good sourdough, not that junk stuff. Like a good sourdough really does it. You know what? New idea. Boom. Backwards tooth. Garlic bread? Kizen, you make garlic bread from other breads. What do you mean a garlic bread? You can make garlic bread from sourdough. What? Oh yeah, that feels nuts. That feels crazy. Okay, hold on. Normal? Yep. That is the stuff right there. He is hunting. This guy will bite you and not let go. Oh, non. You got it. I do like non. I also like whatever the Indian equivalent of a tortilla is. I know it's probably not naan. And you fry it and it gets those bubbles in it. So good. Those are so good. Whatever that bread is called. Okay, I think I'm not going to care about this guy at a certain point. So we're going to go back a little further. Look at that gum line. I have to do 2 rows of these teeth? Oh no, I just realized how much work I have to do. I think we're almost done though. Oh, I'm like killing my frames. Hello? Am I online still? Okay. Alright. OBS just did something really weird. Am I here? Am I back? That was frustrating. You hear my words, but you can't see me? Okay. I appreciate it. So, OBS, I just watched it. OBS was like, hey, you've dropped 700 frames. And I'm like, okay, so I just dropped 700 frames. And I'm watching OBS. And it reset the drop frames to 0. So OBS is lying to me about how many frames I've dropped. Why? Why is it doing that? You've dropped 0 frames. Yes, I have. I just watched me drop frames. Hello, Pyro. Pyro's here to prove a point. I've been streaming 3.5 hours. So the whole distance. We have activated Pyro. Your stream seems to restarted here. I got a notification that you were streaming too. What? I answered your question, Joe. Yeah, I just got a new live notification as well. That's odd. Pyro, chill. Yes, I did. You said how long? How long does it say you've been streaming? 3.5 hours. I answered your question, my man. Don't yell at me. Okay, so I'm gonna come back up here a little bit. Alright, so let's maybe say that we're almost done here. Yes, you did ask me that, and I did answer your question, just for the record. So, I did answer your question. Okay. So, we're gonna come back a little bit. Well, that sucks. I don't know why it restarted stream. That's odd. I wonder if that's a thing that happens now. I'm gonna have to Google that after stream. Alright, well, am I going to cop out and say I'm only going to do one side? Maybe. It is okay. Let's not freak out about just trying to solve a problem. Okay. You know what? I'm going to say that we're close enough to get an idea of what we're doing, and I'm gonna make maybe a judgment call whether this is worth it or not. So let's just try and cap off the rest of this sketch real quick and just see what we want to be doing. Because I needed to make arms and stuff too, which obviously I set myself up pretty high to screw up here. I gotta say though, the rest of this looks king. That looks great. That looks amazing. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. We have him. We have the boy. So, now we do it. I love that emote. Here we go. He's gonna get pressed right up against this little cage here. Okay, so just a little GY to bring that back. Just a smidge, and a little GZ to bring it up. Oh. It looks good. It actually looks really good. He's scary. I don't know what this is. Oh, that's my reference image. Oh, he's haunting. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab just you. And we're gonna rotate you on the Z like that. I have a project in mind for this, by the way, which is why I'm stressing over the details so much of this. I think I do want to use this for a future project, but I'm not near it, so we're not gonna do anything about it yet. Oh. Okay, so the goal is to get a hand to come up and like push that aside. So we're gonna have a hand sort of creeping out over like the edge here. And then we're basically done. Okay, cool. Maybe I'll work on this on Friday. I had a different plan for Friday, but I could work on this on Friday. I'm not against doing this on Friday. I also need to pour some liquid out of this guy's mouth. That was a part of it for me. So we gotta finish him. We gotta make a hand. More lag. Man. Alright, well I'm gonna call it anyway. Alright, we're coming back on Friday. This is a Friday. We're finishing on Friday. This is a Friday sketch. All right. For everybody that's still here, let's go ahead and send you off on a raid. It's probably on my side. Let me save this bad boy. Let's go back to this. Oh, you want me to do squats right at the end? All right, I'll do squats right at the end. Oh, Scroopy. Yo, we're going to Scroopy. We're gonna go say hi to Scroopy. I love Scroop so much. I got my choppa. I'm ready. The real orc hours over here. 16% of the way to the dark timeline. Just keeping you informed. This is fine. All right. That's okay. I'm going to do squats right now, and then we're going to send you off to Scroopy. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and a 10. All right. Everybody, go be on your best behavior. Go say hello. Go be sweet. Scroopy deserves it. And I will catch you all on Friday. Ciao, ciao. I say ciao, ciao, but we're still going to stare at each other for just a little bit longer. But soon, it'll be ciao, ciao. Goodbye.